guys, welcome back to Twist and Shout, and of course, I'm Shar. And today I have a topic concerning products. If you've been following me, you already know that I am keen on not just going crazy over what the product is, but what's actually inside. So, I would like to touch on some things that has come to my attention. And you may say you're all over the place, which normally I am. So please bear with me, because if you aren't new here, you already know that's how I am. I'm just so everywhere. That's my personality. So Lord help me. But let's just start with the story, right? As you may or may not know, I tend to go into stores a lot. Not because I want to purchase something, but because I want to keep my eye out for anything that could be of interest to me or you, and or to benefit my hair. And I may have mentioned this before, but stores that are decent, I will leave it at that. Like, they're pretty clean, they're pretty neat, they tend to keep an eye on their products and expiration dates and things of that nature. They're about an hour, at best 40 minutes away from me. And those stores in particular I'm referring to is like Sally's, Target, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and even some of those, I'm going to get to that in a second. Let's just keep it plain. Okay, so Sally's is known to pretty much keep their shelves nice and neat and to keep their stuff in order. And Target also is another place that tends to keep their stuff nice and neat. Well, since I've started this YouTube channel, and whenever I figure out my exact date, I'll put it on the screen for you, that I tend to go to my local Walmart a lot. Like a whole lot. And I have two on each side of me in two different counties. Like, one's going this way, one's going this way. And I pretty much have the same complaint for both. As y'all know now that I'm in the middle of trying to decide which brand of products or which line. Like, I want to be able to get a whole line and just call it a day. Yes, I'm pretty sure that maybe one thing out of that line may not be great. But my whole thing is, I do believe there is a such thing as uniform or unisons in a sense. Like, I'm pretty sure plenty of lines that people say, well, hey, I can't use the whole thing. But my whole thing is, if I could save a coin and be safe, I'd rather get one line. And then, if the deep conditioner is not okay, then I know, okay, then I need to go find a deep conditioner instead of just trying to pick and choose from different lines. And most of these products end up not working together. But my local Walmarts, Lord Jesus. So we know pretty much that the products are kind of separated. Like, you have the natural hair care in most Walmarts, at least in mine. Like, they do a good job in making it known, like, okay, this is natural hair care, this is general, and then, this is the perm section, which, by the way, is getting very small and very compact, and dust on literally, like, I see dust on the boxes when I go in the store. I think that's, in my opinion, that's awesome. Not saying there's something wrong with people who get perms, but it just goes to show that more people are learning what to do with their hair versus, trying to make their hair something that it's not. And there are some products on the shelf. A couple products lines. Main Choice is one of them. I think Kara's Daughter is another. And it's another brand I can't think of right now. But these same products have been on the shelf for like almost a year with no movement, no purchase, no nothing. And I'm talking about products like look like they're leaking, they're dusty, they're filthy, they're nasty. When you go to pick them up, they got product all on the outside. Just a hot mess. And the shelf too. The shelf is nasty. The floor is nasty. And it's like, you come to Walmart because obviously you're like, okay, these are usually the cheaper prices, and because they're available, like they're closer to me. But every time you go and you see this, you thinking, okay, maybe they'll clean up next week. Maybe they'll get to it next week. But I'm telling you, for as long as I have my YouTube channel, which I believe has been 6 months, possibly, I don't know. But that's nasty. And it's like, how me as a consumer go in the store, how will I feel comfortable buying anything from you if I can't even guarantee the freshness of it? Because let's be clear, I tell y'all all the time that products have expiration dates. So if I'm saying that, or if I'm seeing on a product that lasts 12 months, right? And what's going to happen, what I've seen in the past, is when these products get close to the expiration date or on the expiration date, they mark it down and go put it in the clearance section, which I don't think that's okay either, because if they're expired, they're expired. And I guess you say, okay, that's up to the person to try to figure it out if they want to use it or not, which is kind of good. I mean, that kind of has a point, because some things may actually go beyond the expiration point. But when you're dealing with hair products, they usually tend to last a while. And even with me, because I started to be cheap and, go to the clearance section of stores and be like, okay, let me get that. Until I recently found out, and I believe this is the case with, I don't know about Target. I think Target is in the safe, I believe, in the safe zone. But TJ Maxx and Marshalls, when you say I get something, I don't like it, right? And I go get it, and it's on clearance. More than likely, that product has already been opened and touched by somebody else. That, to me, does not sit well. That's not okay. Like, I don't know who made that rule. Like, who said, all right, this is okay. You can do this. That's not okay. Especially now we got viruses that are airborne and that can be transferred simply by touch. That's not okay. Like, I don't feel like I should be opening up something and praying that, oh, I hope I don't get sick from this. That is so sad to me. And I don't know what, let me know about your area, like the stores that's near and around you, like how you feel about it. Like, have you experienced, like, I think everybody has experienced the whole buying something from the store and somebody already put their hand in it. And a lot of people say, yeah, sure, that's okay, that's fine. But like, I even had to tell my children, because my daughter got mad at me once because she picked up some yogurt. And we all know yogurt is in the cool section. And she had this yogurt in her hand saying, yes, I want this, I want to buy this. She had her own little money. And she walked around the whole store. And we were in there for a hot minute, because I think we were getting an oil change too. And then got to the main register and said, I don't want it no more. I said, yeah, you do. Not only do you want it, but you're going to keep it. And I explained to her, and she, like I said, she was mad at first, but I said, if I took this yogurt that you wanted and I opened it and gave it back to you, and I'm not mommy, I'm a stranger, would you want it? No. You're pretty much going to be upset. And that's what I tried to explain to her. And I said, you holding on to this throughout this whole store now has your germs on it. And you done made it hot. So the expiration of that has dropped dramatically, because it is no longer cool and it's no longer in the cool section. And you have it now. So you have to walk out the store with this. And I let her know, and I'm pretty sure she never thought about it before, because they're now coming up to the age where we can say, all right, you got your own money, you can go to the store and get what you want. And for them to understand that there's a whole world out there, and you have to be safe, you have to be careful, and you have to be considerate, because there's somebody who may very well want what you just had, and they're thinking they're getting the best quality, and in reality it's no longer at its best no more. And the same thing with the hair products. Like, God, don't get me wrong, like I used to go in the store and say, well, let me open it, let me smell it, let me, but what I've learned is that, hey, when it's the other way around, like me picking up something and coming all the way home thinking it's safe, and then realize that I see handprints in it or it's been dug in, it's like, no, I don't want that. And I can't imagine somebody else going into that same situation with the same thing. Like, that's not okay. But like I said, I'm not saying that, like, because I try my best not to be judgmental, but I'm saying for me and my perspective, like, I don't want to have to go in the store and see that. I'm pretty sure other people like, oh my God, like, why would somebody do that? Now, I get why, because like I said, I'm not a saint. I get why. But when you start thinking about, okay, it's different when it's something you've been waiting for, something you've been wanting, and you get all the way home just to open it and find out that somebody done get it before you. That's gonna piss you off. And I've seen it happen. It was some eczema cream for my son, and it was $14 and some change. And you think I didn't go back to Walmart and say, somebody dug in here, and I would like another one. And you know, you don't want to be a jerk about it because it's not their fault. But me, as speaking to regular people like me, like, come on, like, think about the next person behind you. And I think that's something that we don't do. Like, we don't think about somebody coming behind us and it's like, hey, I actually want this product. You may didn't want it. It may wasn't to your liking, but I may be looking forward to it all week. Maybe it's a fresh stock and I want it. But anywho, that's the end of my rant. Like, I just want to put it out there. Like, look, I don't know Walmart. Like, I think going forward, when it comes to my natural hair care, I probably would narrow it down to Sally's and Target. Target has really good sales, and Sally does too. And like I said, it's guaranteed quality. Like, you know what you're getting. And like I said, the TJ Maxx and the Marshalls, their rule is that if somebody doesn't like it, they can bring it back. And somebody once commented, I forgot what I was looking at, because they made a big deal on a post about it one time. And somebody commented and said, I used to work there, and I believe they claimed that they got rid of them. But I'm like, somebody got to be lying, because usually because I check things out. Like, I'm looking at like, okay, why is it marked down? What's wrong with it? Is it expired, or is it just a matter that it is broken? Because I got some rose water just because the nozzle was broken, and I got it for like half off. That's like a steal. But I remember picking up a clay mask for your hair or something like that, and it was marked down for like low. I think the original price was like $10, $15, and I got it for like $3. And when I went to open it, some has been used, and almost looked like somebody even tried to fix it to look like it hasn't been used. And that really was like, bruh, no, I don't want that. I don't want nobody else to want that. But kindly went back to the store and say, no, thank you. And I hated to even do that, because it's like, I'm pretty sure they can put it right back on the shelf. Matter of fact, I watched her. Like, she didn't check it. She didn't ask me nothing. She just took a new sticker, because I had ripped mine up because I just knew I was going to use it that day, I think, and put it back up there, then put it back on the shelf. And it's like, you can't, in today's world, you can't do that. You can't hardly trust nobody, let alone with your health and your hair. But like I said, that's the end of my video. I just want to say that, like, it's really been bothering. Well, anyway, I love you guys. God bless. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for tuning in.